So you've seen headlines, celebrities, influencers, maybe even your friends are using Ozempic for weight loss. But here's a shocking truth no one is talking about. So comment below if you ever used it or you know somebody that uses it, okay, in the chat below. Hey, my name is Shane. I help busy women simplify nutrition and fitness so they can finally get real results without stress and confusion. My goal is to educate women about their health and fitness so they can make better informed decisions when it comes to well-being. Okay, I work with women every day who want real sustainable results, not just a quick fix. I know the struggle, the frustration, and the confusion because the weight loss industry is full of misleading info. But today we're cutting through the noise. Ozempic is a tool, not a long-term solution. Here's what you should know before using it. Ozempic will solve all your weight loss problems. That's a myth. Okay, the truth is Ozempic works by suppressing appetite, but if you don't change your habits, you'll regain the weight you once lost. I've had clients say, I'll just use Ozempic to lose weight, then go back to normal. But guess what? If you go back to normal, the weight comes back. Okay, so if you're on it, then you come off it, and you didn't train your body to get a step away from this overeating. I'm depressed, I'm sad, or I'm upset, let me resort to eating. Okay, something that sometimes people overeat because that's the only thing they can control. So think about it. If your metabolism is slow, your muscle is declining, and when you never know how to eat properly, what happens when you stop the medication? The weight piles back on. Okay, and that's what you want to change. That's what you don't want to let happen. The only way to make Ozempic long term is by treating it as a jump start, not the entire plan. You still need it to build muscle, eat enough protein, and move your body. Okay, and I had somebody come and talk to me and say that, she used Ozempic for the first month, but it never actually worked. But when she finally started working out, that's when it actually started to work for her. All right, so this is what happens. Everyone's different, but in the long run, you're still gonna have to work out anyway. And I'll get into that in a minute. So have you or someone you know use Ozempic? Okay, drop the comment below if you have, and how much weight have you lost so far, or have you lost with it? Okay, so would you rather lose 20 pounds fast and gain it back, or do you want to lose 20 pounds slow and keep it off? So comment below either fast or sustainable, because that's what usually happens. So my ultimate understanding when it comes to, what I just have to say when it comes to Ozempic is the reality is it suppresses your appetite, and that's fine. Okay, some people need that. Some people need more self-control when it comes to eating. Like I said, emotional eaters. But at the end of the day, you really have to retrain your body to not do those things. For instance, there is research coming out that apparently Ozempic can actually help with smoking cigarettes. So it's pretty much works, really with, a lot with your brain. And I think it was also help with Alzheimer's too, or whatever. More and more research coming out. They don't really know 100% about this, and that's what my fear is when it comes to using Ozempic. What's the long-term effect? But let's say you on it, you lose the weight that you want, then you gain it back, then you go back on it. And what's that back and forth? What's that effect on the body? Hormones, all these different things. It's an FYI, if you do have a thyroid issue, you definitely can't take Ozempic. That's a big no-no. What else? And then let's say if you're taking it and then you still keep taking, like you have like a small dosage, and you keep taking it if you can afford to, you keep taking it for a long period of time. What's the aftermath of that? What's the side effect of that too as well? I think that's what Oprah does, if I'm not mistaken. I watched her thing about Ozempic, where she said that she actually lost all the weight and now she's in a maintenance phase. And my thing is, you don't know the long-term effect of that, having taken Ozempic for years and years, potentially, diabetics take, I don't know what, the only thing with diabetics, that people that use it for diabetes, I don't know what the dosage is. Maybe it could be, a low dosage like a maintenance, and it's fine to do that for the rest of your life, but I don't know. But all I know is most people won't be able to afford to be on Oprah's level and, get Ozempic, whenever they want for a long-term period, unless the insurance is going to cover it. But I'm assuming they're going to get more affordable down the line. But like I said, I'm not against it. I think Ozempic and Wegovy and all these other ones are good. Now, apparently there's a pill form for it, but just understand it's a tool. Okay, you're still going to have to work out. So let's say you lose all the weight you want to, and, you're fine, you look good or whatever, but, you can still have arthritis. You actually can still have hypertension. There's certain things you can't escape, unless you're active and working out. So you're just escaping the inevitable, in my opinion, when it comes to just relying so much on Ozempic. I guess when you're young, you can take Ozempic and everything's fine. You look good, but then with age, you got, like I said, arthritis, sarcopenia, the loss of muscle, osteoporosis, the loss of bones. That can still happen to you. You're gonna have to if you start working out anyway. So my advice is, if you're taking Ozempic or thinking about it, just know that you still is recommended. And if doctor said, oh, you don't have to work out, oh, you don't have to change your diet or whatever, they're lying to you, and you have to be careful. But you still gonna have to be active. You still gonna have to work out. You still gonna have to make exercise a part of your life. It doesn't matter if you want to or not. Some type of form of movement, because eventually down the line it will catch up to you. And if it's not now, if you're that fortunate, it doesn't happen now, that's good, but it can happen to you later on. I mean, not working out in general, if you take Ozempic or not. But there's like, you're pretty much on a diet. And what happens with diets is like your body you're not eating enough, and then you're not feeding your muscles. So also, if you're working out, you still gotta, make sure you're eating a proper amount. If you're on Ozempic, you're still gonna have to eat a proper amount of food to build that muscle. Okay, when you're working out, you're stressing your muscles and stressing your bones, and that means you're damaging them. So you have to repair them, you have to rebuild them. So you need nutrition, you need your minerals like the calcium and all these different things to rebuild that. So if you're not consuming enough nutrients, if you're not consuming enough protein, carbs and healthy fats and stuff like that, it's not going to be good. So make sure that you're doing your best to create balance and train your body to make not your whole life about food, but make food a part of your life in a sense, and have a better relationship with food. That's the best way to explain it. So think about it like that. Ozempic is a tool to help me have a better relationship with food. That's probably the best way to explain it. Okay, Ozempic could be a powerful tool, but if it's not your weight loss solution. The real key is learning how to fuel your body, train your metabolism, and build a lifestyle that keeps the weight off. You are not powerless. Whether you use Ozempic or not, you control your results. No more quick fixes, no more second guessing. This is your time to take control. There's, of course, definitely going to a dietitian, a nutrition coach, talking to different people, maybe some type of stress-related issue. So talking to a therapist, talking to a food therapist. There's a lot of people to talk to about it. So there's no really a good excuse why you can't change what you're doing to improve your life for the better. If you're thinking about doing it, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed of doing it. If you want to, if you feel like, this is the only thing I could do, is fine. But Ozempic should be something to have a better relationship with food. Okay, just like I said, just thinking about it like that. Like I said, empower and educate as much women I possibly can. And really, the reason why I'm targeting more women is because my mom, she's a big part of my life. She's my rock. Next to my wife, of course. They both of them are. But it's like I've seen her put her health second, put her kids first, which is fine. I get that, but it comes to a certain point where you have to say no. I have to balance it out. My 4 kids. My mom, I have 4 kids. It's me, my twin brother, my older sister, and my little brother. But she put her body on the line, physically, mentally. Now she's, paying for it, and she's trying to get better, be more active, and things like that. So that's the reason why I'm hoping to educate women now, sooner than later, to make changes and improve their lives through health and fitness, and not having to have double knee replacements, not having to be on any medication or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I focus more on women than the men. I mean, I do train men or whatever, but there's a ton of information when it comes to the men. Tons of that stuff. I want to help the ladies out. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, be sure to share with someone who might need to hear this message. Remember, prioritizing yourself is a choice you'll never regret. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.